What's going on, everybody? This your boy King Germ, one half of Pod and Saved Our Marriage. Each and every Friday, Queen Germ and myself drop an episode to show the people how Pod and Saved Our Marriage. Now, we're not like most married couples. Most of the time we disagree, but that's the beauty of the show. So, when you get through listening to Sparrows Under review, come give us a listen. Each and every Friday on any DSP, go look for Pod and Saved Our Marriage.
Hi, this is Stacey.
And this is J.R.
And we are Sparrows Under review.
Howdy, everybody. Happy Memorial Day.
Yes.
That's an odd one.
To those who choose to celebrate.
Right. And today's movie is?
The Fall Guy. The Fall Guy. So make sure you put the "the" in there because I made the mistake and was looking for this with just Fall Guy, but I was wrong.
Now, with this movie here, like I tell everybody, it's certain ways movies got to move me. One thing that still stayed tried and true with movies is movie posters. Mm-hmm. Movie posters and movie trailers. Not every time do I get a chance to do movie trailers because I'm not a person, and I know this is very odd what I'm about to say, I'm not a person that jumps on YouTube very much. And I'm not in a position where I actually look at trailers even if I'm on TikTok or something like that.
Right.
That doesn't come down my algorithm, so it doesn't follow me. So I seen the poster for this. The poster for this had Ryan Gosling, a.k.a. Ken, Emily Blunt, who I get mixed up with another actress we won't name, but she's had some issues with Johnny Depp. And Emily Blunt, Quiet Place. We all know her from those movies, and those are really good movies.
Yes. I think there's new ones we need to see if they came out yet.
There's just two.
Okay.
But both of these two solid actors and actress, and you knew by seeing them on the front of it, it was going to be something good. You seen the fire in the background. You seen the fall. And the fall that you see in the middle of that letter A dictates a lot of the story inside this movie. So, Stacey, take it away, please.
So, I found it on TikTok. This is one that I see a lot of movie trailers because that's just part of my algorithm. I listen to them or watch them a lot more than I do other things and interact. So you know how that works. And it was on my list. And usually we don't have some that we both enjoy and we bring together. It's either me sending you something and saying, hey, check this out, or you coming to me and being like, hey, we're watching this weekend, okay?
Yeah, just generally, because we try to keep up with the current films, and not saying that we, we do review older stuff. Hell, we did, what was that movie we just did with the flying dog? The Never-Ending Story.
Yes.
Yeah, so we cover a variety of movies, television shows, and different things like that. And this one right here, what captured me with this was, let's go get away from the star power. Actually watching the first bit of the movie was very fast-paced. It did something I don't like. It didn't give you any storyline. It just said,
I was okay with the way the rest of the movie turned out. And you know me, I want the history. I want what leads up to everything. But I felt with these I didn't need that previous history because it gave me just enough to keep me interested and pull me in.
Right, and so truly with this, like, I was amazed. Like, the very first 20 minutes of the movie was very good. The next 20 minutes of the movie was kind of slow. And I'm not going to go into detail because we don't necessarily on this show give you too many spoilers, but I'll just say this. Obviously, you know that fall is going to end with an injury. So we'll just leave it right there on that point.
Right, and that's okay to say that part because there is a lot of, like, oh, wow, I didn't expect that one. And when we were talking, I remember watching the movie, and at first we're like, oh, we bet this is what's going to happen. And then we're like, oh, I bet this is what's going to happen. And it kept us guessing of what really happened. And without giving too much away, when it came to the end, closer to the end of the movie, you get that surprise. And I'm just like, okay, I didn't see that one coming.
Yes. So
it was after his injury that we started guessing, like, oh, okay, this is what's going to happen and stuff. And it's like we were wrong, but we were kind of right, but in the realm of,
Yeah. So my thing here is the greatest element ever, plot twist.
Yeah.
This movie had twists and turns, and that's something exciting because some movies are just linear, like a Oppenheimer type movie
right.
that just goes one way and just keeps going and going.
I think the reason why I disliked Oppenheimer so much is because it was more based on true events. And I didn't completely understand it. If you guys have not listened to that episode yet, please go listen to it. And, maybe you can give us some insight of how to better understand that movie. Or give me insight to better understand that movie. So make sure you check it out.
This fantasy action flick right here had romantic twists. It had everything that you would want inside of a weekly sitcom for me. This could be a show on CBS if they had ran it right.
Right.
Or, CBS couldn't be on anything else. Because it kind of gives you that Hawaii 5-0 vibe. It gives you something energetic like a CSI type, not with the crime scene stuff, but action. Everything that would happen was oriented in a way that made sense. Some of the stunts made you feel like they could be realistic. Some of the things that happened, even there was a sword fighting scene with a fake sword that
prop sword, not necessarily fake, but it was a prop sword.
But a prop sword that when you all get to see that, you'll even be like, hey, this has some type of value to me in some certain way. And the film didn't kind of go away from other people. It brought everybody in because there's a piece of it that everybody can feel.
Yeah.
One set, because we do pop culture over on my show. You had your Taylor Swift part, so all the Swifties have a section that they will fall in love with because it had a sad portion to it. And
so I'm gonna go ahead and throw it out there, and I'm gonna ruin it for anybody. If you don't want to know that, pause for like 30 seconds or volume down. It was the song "All Too Well" by Taylor Swift, probably Taylor's version. I don't know if it was the 10-minute version or not, but I feel like it could have been. So if you like that song as much as I do, make sure you watch this movie.
Now, I'll say this, in the scene that was in, that was very good, and that was a good marketing scam and scheme.
Yeah, because if you know that song at all, and you listen to the lyrics and just, if you know Taylor Swift's music, in that moment where they played that song, it was just like, this is heartbreaking. You
feel bad for the characters.
You do.
And going forward, action-wise, comedy, it had parts in it. Like, I'm not gonna say I sat here and just laughed a whole bunch about it, but
right, because there were some parts where it's just like, oh, okay, let's hurry this part along a little bit. Like, what's the whole point of this thing? But it wasn't that a whole lot. I really enjoyed this movie.
You did?
I did.
So let's do this real quick. So here's the deal. This movie set a Guinness World Record.
Oh.
I don't normally cover little small stuff like this, but this does sound like something that I would cover. This movie set a Guinness World Record for the most cannon rolls performed in a car. If you don't know what a cannon roll is, please watch this movie. Like I said, it's entertaining. The movie had a great point to it. I want to say this about it because, like, let's just all be truthful and honest here about the way that movies go now. You can go over to my series of Death of the Cinema. This movie is one that exemplifies, and I said that wrong. This movie is an example, we'll use that, of budget matching budget, and it's going to do better when it comes out of theaters.
Right.
Because people are this week, and I'm saying this week because this episode will be out next week. This episode has done phenomenal in the digital streaming market this week. It's been a heavy rental, and the only reason I'm emphasizing this is to prove a point that I was wrong about. Movies still can thrive, but they're not going to thrive in the movie theaters. It's the aftermarket. It's the people like us that go rent these movies the week after. Because this movie came out in March, and what are we in now, May?
Yes.
And I mean, that's a cool, that used to not be a quick turnaround, but...
Well, it says only in theaters May the 3rd, so where are you getting March at?
I thought the movie came out in March.
Oh. Premiered at SXSW?
Oh, it was released on May 3rd. Well, hot damn.
Right, like, we're still fresh in it.
This is May 26th.
Right.
Hot damn. Well, I take back what I said. I am right. Never mind. Oh, audience, I apologize to y'all. I'm going to flex my muscles on this one. Movies don't last long in theaters, but this movie's going to have a long-lasting effect because this is something that's going to hit TNT and somewhere else, and then your dad and older folks are going to find it on cable in another year or two, and it's going to keep going and going.
Right.
So this is one of those movies where this is not something that makes my top 10, top 100.
What?
Here's the reason why.
Okay.
Ryan Gosling makes these movies.
He does.
And then what he'll just do is, he didn't make me forget Barbie, because Barbie the Notebook, Blade Runner are his crowning jewels with me. This will be in his top 10 of movies.
See, I think I liked him better in this one than I did in Barbie.
Wow.
Not necessarily, I didn't think his role in Barbie was awful, but see, I don't know. I enjoyed this movie. I think maybe because it was just the comedy relief. I needed that this week.
Okay.
Maybe. And that's why I enjoy it so much. It's definitely one I would pick up and watch again. It's not like some of the other ones where I would pick up and watch every day. It's one I'm definitely going to recommend to people, especially if they're Ryan Gosling fans.
Okay. Now,
so I think we need to go in throw in a little bit of context. So with this movie, you have Colt. He is the Ryan Gosling. He is a stunt performer. So there's this one guy that he is a stunt double for. And that's the whole premise of this movie. And I think that's why it's interesting to a lot of people.
Right.
Because you get the background of the people that don't necessarily get that acknowledgement. Like, you have people that are the main stars of the show, and you barely know that the stunt doubles there risking their lives doing that stuff.
True.
And I feel like they put good... How am I trying to say that? I think they did good throwing in, like, hey, there's more than just filming the movie and putting it out there.
Right. And you get that from Emily Blunt's character, because she goes from whatever she was to the director.
I don't remember what she was in the beginning.
Right. And one thing I will say about her in this movie, and I'm going to give her credit, but I'm going to still stick to my guns on what I said about this isn't in my top.
And that's fine.
Right.
Just like anything we always say, everybody's entitled to their opinions, and what we say on here is just our opinion. And you're entitled to your opinions.
So Emily Blunt, we never want to be derogatory to any character, but she in this role plays the best supporting actress or best supporting character, because the support that she comes in and the parts that she comes in, it tells a love story, it tells a heartbreak, it tells a heartache.
Yeah.
They do all three of them really fast.
Right.
And then it tells about punishment, because she punishes his ass. and the thing about that, with those dynamics, when you're watching, that's building a pyramid, that's building a triangle up. Right. And then you have the falling action, and the falling action leads to what happens at the end of the movie. Right. And if you're anybody that knows anything about movies, you know how that turns out. So that's that feel goodness. And the way that the movie truly ends with the surprising, in which I'm not going to give that away. Right. The way that the movie really ends at San Diego Comic-Con, which is the biggest Comic-Con in the world. Yeah. It's exciting because it looks like something that could really, really happen. So shout out to Aquaman on that. But overall, like, I get what you're saying, but the only reason, and I'm going to put this out there, is that this doesn't sit well with me as being a classic or something, is because if they get back in the studio and make part 2 of this, part 2 will be better than the first one.
I think that's a very strong possibility.
This could have sequels. A sequel, not sequels.
Right.
Or a prequel. Because you could do a prequel to the before, when they first met each other, and I would even go watch that.
Maybe, but I feel like you could do a sequel and maybe do a flashback.
But no prequel?
Yeah, I think that a prequel would be a waste of time, because honestly, how much could you film of them meeting and doing like different stunts together if there's nothing in there? True. Like, there's got to be some type of twist, especially if it's going to live up to the first one. Right. Because there was a bunch of twists and turns and unexpected things happen.
Okay, so one thing I want to leave you guys with watching this, if you get a chance this week, because if you have a combo time, which obviously you're going to be done with Memorial Day, and you'll have some time in June because it's going to get hot, you're going to be out places, and then you're going to be coming home in the evening. Fall Guy and another movie that you will hear about next week, and I'll talk about in the next episode that will be coming out. These two movies together as a combo, not watching them on the same day because that'd be a lot of movie watching, but if you are a movie diver like we are, you can sit and watch both these movies in any order. And they fit. And that movie is Godzilla x King Kong: The New Empire. Yeah. Not going to go into any detail because you get that in a whole other episode. But you do those two as a
Tune in next week.
Yeah, tune in next week to Sparrows Under review. And either way, my thing is this: like, it was a really healthy combination. Action.
Yeah.
And then you have Fall Guy, which gives you everything. Which, if I want to go back in time, because I'm going on a rant real fast, if I could have went back in time, we rewound time, I would have watched Fall Guy first, and then watched Godzilla, and I would have had a lot more excitement for Godzilla. I mean, I was hyped for Godzilla because I'm a Godzilla fan. Right. I mean, King Kong fan. Well, Godzilla, fuck it. It don't matter. But here's the thing. Please tune in to everywhere where you can find us across social media. I will say this to all X users. I do apologize that I have not been maintaining or keeping things up over there. But X is not a place that we like to be.
Right. I do actively post on my TikTok. So if you're interested in like a little snippet of the TikToks, you can follow me. Honestly, I don't even know what my handle is on it, but I think you can find it by typing in Sparrows Under Review, because I do hashtag those. I try to post on Instagram. I'm not a huge Instagram user anyways, so I do try to get those over there. But if you don't mind, please go give us a follow there. If we get more followers, I'll make sure I'm keeping up with all of that stuff. And that's also an easy way to interact with us. Leave comments, send us a message, ask us questions, whatever you want to do. We'll always get back to you. We try to interact with any type of comments that we get, any voice memos that you leave on...
over on oh my god, I forgot the name of it. But listen,
Verbal? Is that what you call
over
it?
on Verbal. If you leave anything over there, and that's for both podcasts, I get to back to you as soon as I can. And shout out to the great people at Letterboxd, because Letterboxd gives us an open forum so that you can see the movies that we like. That's the second step of review that you get from us. And we cordially, every time that we finish a movie, if I have the time for it, I will document it. Like today, where we have a free date, I will be documenting that stuff. And then at some point, I will be going into the Sparrows Under Review, putting the headliner clips in for all 50 plus episodes, so you guys can have a snippet of different things. Because we have some out there, but I do need to be a little bit more interactive in that part. And here's the great thing about you all being part of the audience. Anytime, and I mean anytime, you decide that you want us to review something, head over to your email client, whatever you use, and type in sparrowsunderreview@gmail.com. Leave us a message, and we will personally get back in touch with you, and we will figure a time and a place to do what you want us to do. And you know what that is? That's review. So I'm JR.
And I'm Stacey.